So this is the first problem we're going to be doing in the textbook, comparing and scaling. And then we're just going to kind of review what we know about ratios. This is investigation 1.1, and we're doing problem B. They surveyed students in a middle school, and their middle school had 150 students in total. So that's the total. You notice I wrote that over on the side. Their survey showed that 100 would prefer an athletic event compared to 50 who would prefer a concert. Okay, so now I'm gonna start doing some work here so that you have already done this yourselves, and I'm going to give you the answers and explain why those answers are so. So I'm looking at number 1, okay, and they say 1/3 of the students prefer a concert. So we're deciding, is that true or is that false? How accurate is it? So I'm going back to the original numbers they've given me. I know this is the concert people, okay, because this is 1/3. So a fraction is a part over a whole, and this would be the total students. So I'm now going to take the information I have from the problem, what they told me, and I know that the total number of students is 150. And I know that the amount of people that prefer a concert are 50. So I'm looking at 50 over 150, and I'm saying, is that equivalent to 1/3? So I set up the problem, is this equivalent to 1/3? And I can tell that if I divide both sides by 50, okay, I'm going to divide both sides by 50, I will get 1/3. So that is true. That is accurate. Now I'm gonna move to number 2. Okay, it says prefers an athletic event to a concert. And they're saying that the ratio is 2-1. So we're going to see 2, I think 2-1. So 2 is the athletic event because that was first mentioned in the problem. So that would be, athletic event would be 100, and the concert would be 50. So is that a ratio? That is 2-1. Okay, well, yes, it is, because this 50, it would be one group of 50, and 100 would be two groups of 50, and so I know they are equivalent. And if I wanted to write them as a proportion, I could say, is 2-1 the same as 100 to 50? And I would know that that was true because each side divided by 50 or multiplied by 50, right, so I know that they're equivalent. Okay, so that is also true. Now I'm going to 3. The ratio of students who prefer concerts to the athletic events are 1-2. And so it's 1-2, okay? And 1 is concerts. So concerts is 50, and athletic events is 100. And this is obviously true also. Notice that I'm very careful where the concert and the athletic numbers go. The ratio of 2-1 is athletic events to the concerts. Okay, the ratio of concert to athletic events is 1-2. So you need to make sure that you are really watching how it is worded. Okay, so that's 1, 2, and 3. And let's go to 4. 4 says the number of students who prefer an athletic event, if 50 is 50 more than the number prefer a concert. So let's see. So the number of the athletic events is 100. Is that equal to 50 more than the concert people? Well, yes, because we know 50 plus 50 is 100. So that is true, okay? And so we need to make sure that we're remembering more than, right, is adding. Okay, number 5. The number of students who prefer an athletic event is twice the number, 2 times the number who prefer a concert. Well, let's see. Okay, the athletic number is 100. Okay, and so we want to know, is that 2 times the number of the concert? Well, that looks like that is true. The students that prefer an athletic event is 2 times greater than those who prefer a concert. That one is also true. Okay, last one is number 6. 50% of the students prefer a concert to an athletic event. Now, if I'm doing a percent, I need to start with a fraction first. So I put my fraction bar down here. Okay. And I know that a fraction, as we talked about in number 1, is a matter of the part, which is going to be concert, okay, over the total. Okay, so that's the concert over the total. Okay, so is that 50%? So let's look. The total we know is 150. The amount of people who prefer a concert is 50. Is 50 over 150, is that 1/2? Well, let's put it over to the side and let's simplify it. 50 over 150. Okay, and so I know that both of these can be divided by 50. So I'm going to divide by 50. And I can check on my calculator if I want. Dividing by 50. 50 divided by 50 is 1. 150 divided by 50 is 3. And so that is false. That is not true. Okay, and so the big thing to remember here is, did you compare the people in the concert to the entire student body? Okay, because in the way it's where it's 50% of the students prefer a concert to an athletic event. 50% of the students, of the total students, prefer the concert. Okay, and so that would be false. Okay, so check your answers. If you have questions, raise your hand or signal me on Hangouts.